Hey, welcome back to Minute to Spin It with Jack Boyle. Today it marks the beginning of a new project for me where I'm going to combine my little mini pottery lessons, my instructions. Today I'm going to show you how to make goblets. So today I'm going to make my top first, working off a mound of clay. It's called throwing off the mound or throwing off the hump. You can always get more detailed instructions on my DVD videos. I have instructional videos for sale. One that is called simply How to Make Goblets with Jack Boyle. You can call me right now. I don't have them online yet. But today I'm going to attempt to edit this and combine it with one of my interviews with one of my friends at an art festival. That's going to be my new format. I'd love some feedback from all you good people out there. So we're going to still call it Minute to Spin It, even though this very astute pink-haired young lady, I think her name was Savannah, emailed me and asked me, why do I call it Minute to Spin It? Because it takes longer than a minute. Well, it does take longer than a minute, and I started out thinking I was going to do everything in a minute's time, but as it turns out, it takes longer to make quality work than a minute. So, but I like the sound of it, so I guess it just means that it takes a little interlude of time. We still call it Minute to Spin It. That's the top for our goblet. And I'm going to go ahead and measure that. Let's see. So I want the stem to be a little bit taller than that. Gives it a nice proportional composition. You'll see I'll be making the stem upside down. Using about the same amount of clay, still throwing off the same mound of clay. I have a ton of tips when it comes to making sets of goblets. And I'll have to refer you to that instructional video that is available. I have a whole set of 8 videos available. From bowls to mugs to pitchers to platters to goblets, casseroles and lettuce forms. That's not nearly tall enough, is it? Let's go ahead and squeeze the collar of this up. Make it taller. One of the considerations of making an attractive goblet, at least in my opinion, is that the stem at some point needs to be pretty darn thin. Not the entire stem, but at least a point on the stem. Right in the air, that's my thin spot. Now let's measure the height. Oh yeah, right there. Okay, well, and now my intention for this new idea of combining editing, my instructions, and my interviews with my fellow artists take place in the amount of time, at least by the magic of the internet and recording devices, by the time it takes for these two parts to dry, as the wheel spins, so to speak. We'll just let that spin. As the wheel spins, we'll go have a little interview with one of my artist friends. And welcome back to Minute to Spin It with Jack Boyle. We are here with Trent Manning from Winter Haven, Florida. He's got some incredible sculpture here. We're at the Mayfaire Art Festival in Lakeland. Hey Trent, how you doing?
Pretty good, how are you?
I'm doing well. Could you give me a little bit of insight into the construction of your sculptures?
Most of my pieces start from a found object. A lot of times that will inspire the idea. On occasion there is a sketch that's done and a plan, and then I go out and find the material to build the pieces. So it kind of goes both ways. Most of it is recycled material. I try to use as much as I can. The heads that I use are molded of a wood putty. It's an epoxy putty that is self-hardening and molded over baseballs, wiffle balls, floral foam, anything that I can use as a form. And then a lot of the construction is made of plywood.
I mean, your imagination is awesome and your execution is incredible.
Oh, well, thank you. I actually worked for a furniture builder part-time right out of high school. So I learned a lot of my woodworking skills from that.
And would you like to pass along some contact information?
Sure. My website is trentmanning.net, and there's a contact page on there. Email is tm2art@yahoo.com.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Trent.
Thank you.
Take care. Hey, we're back now. That's a good thing. We made a quick appearance back and forth from that art festival. It was a great interview, wasn't it? But I just wanted to wait for these pieces to wait long enough that could be dry enough that I could put them together easily. So you see I'm centering that bottom piece. Obviously I turned it upside down, so it's really right side up now. And open this up. I want my subscribers to know, don't worry, I'm not abandoning my colorful characters. I will be bringing back Mullet Head and the Pirate Pottery Show, as well as the Rasta Pottery Show. Right now we're just doing the straightforward little lesson. Jack Boyle, Minute to Minute, my San Antonio Pottery YouTube channel, San Antonio Pottery Facebook, antoniopottery.net, and we are working on another website, and we're going to be incorporating all the artist information and helping to make it easier for the general public to find artists. We're going to call that artistfinder.info. It's going to be my new website to promote artists. That's pretty well level. Fairly well level. Connect these. I have a new character coming out. You know, you always got to just make do with what you got around, so I am calling him Survivor Potter. You will be amazed. A Survivor Potter uses a pair of underwear and little socks. But you're going to have to tune in for that. Perhaps at the next show. Thanks for visiting Minute to Spin It with Jack Boyle. See you next time.